Don't forget to click that subscribe and bell icon to receive a notification each time I upload a new video. That time of the day again. It's Friday and we're down in Retford at Indigo Blue again, and Kay and Alfie are in India at the moment, so we've come down just to make use of the facilities while they're away. The place is being run by the daughter Ella, who's very lovely. I'm sure if you've ever spoken or met Ella, you'll know that. So, and I've just brought Mr Bentley out for a quick wee while it's stopped raining, because it's dry at the moment, but it's still a bit damp out, but dryish. No, this way. Oh God, it's a battle today. Where are you going? So on a recent Halloween scavenge hunt through the supermarket, I came across this little tea light holder. It's really cute and it's very, very inexpensive, but it's just plain white, and that's just not really Halloweeny, really, is it? So I thought that I would just give it a quick makeover. I've got some liquid gloss gel medium. It's gloss gel medium, so let's just put some there. Excuse the rude noises. And I've got some of the Luscious Pigment Powder from Indigo Blue. This colour is called Rusty Bucket. So, but it's a kind of rusty, kind of coppery colour. So what I'm going to do is, if I can find a spatula, there we go. I'm going to take, and it's got some beautiful, you can just see the shine and the sparkle there. It's got some gold mica in this.
Sparkly.
So, sparkly, yes I know. So, and I'm going to just dump that on top of the gloss gel medium, and then I'm going to just slowly kind of mix it in. So what this will do, if you remember from a while ago when I did one of my 7 days of Halloween projects, where I had an old pickle jar. I think that's what I used on it in that particular project. It could have been a different one, but anyway, it creates this kind of beautiful shimmering paste. You can see the shine in that. Now there is a kind of white bloom to it, but that's the gloss gel medium. That's only there while it's actually wet. Once it dries, that white will turn completely transparent and completely clear, and you won't see any of that white whatsoever. So if I take this ceramic pot, I can give it a coat. Now I've not gessoed it because it's not shiny, and this stuff that I've created with the gel medium dries pretty darn quick.
This has got nothing to do with what you're talking about.
Have you just thought of something?
I was just going to say, you were saying about strange words then, when you were talking about this sparkly whatever. There's a street in York called Whitmer-Watmergate. There is?
There is, yes.
Whitmer-Watmergate, yeah.
It's a medieval town,
Yes,
isn't
it
it?
is, yeah.
Where I grew up, there's also a street, and it's called the Land of Green Ginger.
Really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a title of a novel.
It does, doesn't it? The Land of Green Ginger.
Does Daphne du Maurier live there?
Catherine Cookson or something like that. Daphne du Maurier, who was the one that wrote Jamaica Inn?
Daphne du Maurier.
Oh, there you go. That's probably what I'm thinking of then. Look at us all cultured. Yes, so it's one of those things. The Land of Green Ginger, and it's part of the old town. Now, just as it happens, this weekend, Ian is going back to the place of my birth.
I am.
And is doing a steampunk show. And it's called Halloween steampunk show. And they're calling it Halloween.
Because it's in Hull and it's Halloween.
Because it's in the city of Hull, which is where I was born.
And I will be in the Minster, is it Minster Cathedral?
Yeah, it's the Holy Trinity.
Yes.
Is now a minster, yes.
I may catch fire.
So where Ian's going to be, actually, is not too far away from said Land of Green Ginger. In fact, it's within a few minutes walk away.
Is there a blue plaque outside where you were born then?
I wouldn't have thought so.
I'll make one. Is the house still there where you were born?
Yes.
Didn't get destroyed in one of the Blitz then?
I shall give that comment the contempt it deserves. I'm not the one that was born 20 odd years just after the Second World War, Ian.
There's a word comes to mind. Can you think what it is, ladies and gentlemen? There's two words actually, and one's the opposite of all.
See, people in glass houses and all that.
There's a place near Harrogate called Glass Houses.
Is it glass houses?
Yeah.
I thought it was stone houses.
No, there's glass houses, blubber houses, there's quite a few.
Oh, blubber house, that sounds like a horrible one,
It's called glass houses as well.
Ah, right, there you go. See, strange place names. So, tell me, in the comments section below this one, if you live near or grew up near a place that's got a really strange name. But it depends. I know places in Australia have got very, very strange names, haven't they?
Yes.
But they're like indigenous names, I think. I'll probably get loads of letters now. That kind of thing. So if there's a really, really weird one that's got a very strange history, then, I'd be very interested to hear. In fact, since it's Halloween, I'd be very, very interested to hear from anybody that kind of lives anywhere that's got any kind of Halloween-y kind of history, such as Salem.
We saw a programme about that the other night with John Knight from New Kids on the Block.
Yes, he did a restoration on the John Proctor house, who's one of the guys whose wife was accused of being a witch. So that was very interesting. It was a beautiful, beautiful house. It's all black on the outside, all black wood on the outside.
It's a bit much for me, I was trying to do.
It was absolutely fantastic. Ian and I both like, this won't stand still now, really enjoy old architecture. Right, I'm just going to give this a quick blast on the heat gun. I've managed to get copper all over my finger now. Dryish. Right, I think that's that bit there, so that's fairly dryish now, so we can go back with coat number 2. What I'm doing is I'm doing brush strokes that go top to bottom, because that's more in keeping with the texture of a pumpkin. The striped lines. The gloss gel medium, see there's still loads left.
But it's quiet in Cabot's Cove now.
Oh, that's not very nice.
Roger Lansbury's gone, hasn't she? Bless
Yeah,
her?
Jessica Fletcher.
I know. I liked her.
I did too.
She was English.
Mind you, saying that, we've also just recently lost Hagrid as well.
Oh, Robbie Coltrane.
Yes. Yeah.
Tragedy.
It is a tragedy. So yes, he's sadly passed away as well. So, bless him. Which is really weird because when we went to Harry Potter recently, you stood in front of a big full-sized cardboard cutout of Hagrid, didn't you?
Yes.
And had your photo taken.
Yeah. Well, I think it was a big model of him, wasn't it? Full size.
It was a cardboard thing that was on the wall, wasn't it? So you could have your photo taken with him. Just in reception before you actually went in.
Well, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Right, so that's...
If anybody ever gets a chance to go when they come to the UK, you should go, it's brilliant.
Absolutely, well, yeah. That's on the list, isn't it? Yeah. Right, so I think I just need to do a few little touches on the inside like that. See, this is what I love about having these kind of resources at your fingertips, is that you can pick up bits of really inexpensive, like Halloween or Christmas decorations even, and completely transform them. And this is drying crazy quick. It really is drying quick. I think actually the heat from the heat gun is going into the ceramic, and it's just holding on to the heat a little bit, which is brilliant. So we can just keep on going, adding a few more coats where it's a little bit thin and a bit weak. But I'm still going in those up and down motions, just keeping in with the texture. That's really good. I'm really happy with that. Okay, so I'll give it another quick blast. I keep catching it with a heat gun and chipping it.
Do you?
Yeah.
Silly Billy.
I've done it twice now. I'm not doing the underside. I'm going to leave that white. I might just try and get the brush just into the kind of like the eye sockets, just to hide any kind of like white raw edges. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's good. It's literally 5 minutes. You can still see the gold sparkle shining through. It's absolutely amazing. And that's it, look, it's dry. Look at that transformation. Now it is looking a little bit too clean, so I now want to just dress it up a little bit. So to do that, I've got some, I think, black soot antiquing wax from the Thinner Bear. Prima. Now I did have a brush that I dedicated to this, and guess what?
I've not got it.
I've put it away. No, okay. I have treated myself to some new brushes. That will do. That one there. Okay, so this is black soot. So let's just squeeze some of that out. And then this is going to be a case of brushing it in to the cracks, and then wiping it back off again, just to kind of give it a little bit of age. Smells nice though.
Yes, it does, doesn't it?
I love these waxes because they just smell of lemon balm. Okay. Right, so what I'm going to do now is just give it a bit of a scrub, just to kind of diffuse those lines a little bit. Go over the whole thing. And then I'm going to grab some tissue, or a couple of pieces of tissue, and then I'm going to just start wiping it back. Got my fingers stuck. Oh, ow, ow, ow. But I'm only doing it on the raised areas. Alright, that one's still a little bit too prominent. So we'll just give that another wipe with the black. And then grab the tissue. There we go. Now look at that. Now doesn't that look better than just the white?
Oh, he's nice. Oh, that's cool.
Fantastic. And of course, if I leave him to dry, because the wax is still a little bit wet, I can leave him to dry and then I can give him another little buff. And there we have it. All nicely polished. Look at that. Now doesn't that look a lot better than just that plain white? It's very, very foggy out there tonight. The church has gone. Just see some of the lights in the churchyard, but that's about it. But there's nothing. Just dark grey. And the only light you can see from the street lights. Look at that. So I've been clearing out the freezer, or going through the drawers in the freezer to see what's been lurking at the bottom for months and months and months. And I found a box of, well, it's a dessert, and it says Morello cherry and chocolate strudel. Puff pastry filled with a chocolate and sweet Morello cherry filling. Now apparently it's been in the freezer for nearly a year. So I thought I'd pop it in the oven just to see what it was like. Let me turn the camera around. So I've just taken them out. And as you can see, they look rather yummy. So there's, yeah, sweet Morello cherry and chocolate sauce. So it's like a puree inside, but they're absolutely huge. I mean, look at the size of my hand next to that. And there was 2 in the box. So yeah, looks like I've got snacks for the next couple of days.
Went to the baker's this morning to get a couple of sausage rolls and look what fell into the bag. Look how big they are, that's my hand. They are huge. There's mine, all unmolested.
The only reason I'm having this is because the cherry and chocolate strudels last night that I found at the bottom of the freezer were bloody awful.
They were. So he's having a
compensation.
A nice pud.
So not particularly hungry tonight, so I thought for a change I would have a particular English delicacy. We have sardines in tomato sauce on toast, grilled. Yum yum. There you go, there's a proper look. I know, looks like a mess, doesn't it? It tastes absolutely delicious. Come on then. Ready? So, it's been a fairly uneventful day today. I mentioned, I think it was last week or maybe the week before, that I had lots of video editing to do, day job stuff. So today I did 20 videos today. So that's downloaded, re-edited, re-rendered, re-uploaded. And it's pretty much taken me all day. And tomorrow I've got just as many to do again. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you, these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel-only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.